Ron Reader digs the universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe. And tonight, the man or the bear? There is a hypothetical scenario going viral on social media right now. You might have seen it. It certainly made a presence in my Facebook feed. This scenario assumes you are a woman, and the situation to be considered is this. You are alone in the wilderness. Which would you rather encounter, a bear or a strange man? A CNN article cited one video on TikTok posing the question to 8 women, and 7 out of the 8 answered unhesitatingly, the bear. Oof. The bear? I first got wind of this hypothetical on Facebook as a sort of a written essay, but it's all over the place, truly viral, and most women are choosing the bear. Indeed, from the same article, CNN quoted an online commenter who said, "Because if I get attacked by a bear, people would believe me." Clearly, there's some kind of internet moment going down here, a cultural moment. And I think this meme is a really big fucking deal. I think it's telling us something very important about our civilization, and I think we need to get a handle on it as a civilization. One way not to get a handle on it is to mansplain, as they say, the ways of bears and men as though your life depended on it. That's what I saw one guy doing on a Facebook friends page over the weekend, the poor fool. He outraged all the women commenting on the post, and with good reason. Tone deaf doesn't even come close to the spectacle he was making of himself. It's more like Homer Simpson desecrating the Stonecutter's founding document by wiping his ass with it. This guy was like, a bear would do this, or a man would do that, or women should do this or that. He was like, no, you're all right. I agree with you about the fear, but I just can't buy the scenario. Everyone was telling him to shut up, that he was missing the point entirely, which he was, that women live lives of fear relating to men in certain circumstances, but he couldn't shut up. It was as though he felt a need to defend himself, in spite of the fact that the bear meme doesn't accuse any individual man of anything. I kind of felt sorry for him. He seemed to be a nice guy, polite, intelligent, just caught up in a knee-jerk self-defense reaction about which he seemed to have no awareness. I'm sympathetic. I have felt exactly like that enough times in my life that I eventually made a rule for myself. Whenever I'm feeling attacked as a white person or as a man, I shut up and wait. At least a few days, and make sure that my emotional reaction is based on facts and not on my faulty perception. And now, not only has that rule saved me numerous times from sticking my foot in my mouth, but it has also forced me to think and learn. I told this guy that we're seeing a cultural moment here, and that if he wants to argue about it, he should, wait a couple of weeks. For now, what's called for is empathy and support. Afford women some solidarity here, He just told me that he had already agreed with their point and continued to mansplain bears. The dude was scared shitless of this meme and didn't even know it, and so it all goes round and round. He couldn't or wouldn't accept that it's not about him. I mean, it is about him in that he is a man after all, but he's not being personally attacked. He doesn't have to circle the wagons, doesn't have to defend himself, but he did. I think a lot of men do that. Men are criticized and then they panic. And that keeps them from hearing a lot of important shit. Our society needs to get a handle on that, too. I'm Ron Reeder, and this has been Ron Reeder Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reeder, again next week for another episode of Ron Reeder Digs the Universe.